Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1, taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard.
The ball carrier, Steven Nelson on the tackle. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This man born and raised right here in Charlotte, Jalen Samuels. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back. Founders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, I can't reach traps. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of
you don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
This is it. Go. 56. We own it. We own it. 56 for Mike, 56.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, here's Hill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Second and 10. They'll run him to the line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Raiders pick it up, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
At the 46-yard line.
6 yards left on second down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Balaj. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was tackled at the
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Back at the 27.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Third down. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He can run for it, and he will. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Carolina Panthers.
A big play there for the Panthers. And even 50 yards.
And goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 7. And off comes to Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
The 23-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Mott's 56. Squeeze, double. 56 to Mott, boys. 56. Check 56.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Silver. Right 56. Mike, 56. Okay, we got 18. 56, right there, 56. Hey, tight. Slow. Mott's 56. And here we go, watch the pass.
On second down, Trubisky. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ronnie Johnson.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of
That's
14.
pretty much meat and potatoes right there,
And
wasn't
the
it?
Raiders
Just go
first down.
right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
It's a pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 39, Trubisky taking a deep shot here for, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
To kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack though. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. This is the tight end fan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Watch the run. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 1st down, it's Samuels.
38, Jalen.
Well, any lane was pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On third down, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And again, it's Hill. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. The trot, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Randy Bullock set.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line. Nine
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second. Halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Chubb. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And the Raiders pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
The Raiders.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Brett Maher is set to
So
kick
here's
off.
the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Bridgewater, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On first down, it's Gibson. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Hardman. And he's He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They all understand that even after that loss on first down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
For the extra point.
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Shit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb will have the first down and much more. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, just me and you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. 70 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Raiders 26.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Trubisky's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Balaj. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
At the 30-yard line. It's
the Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. 29.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth quarter driver's seat, still up 3. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, it's Cohen finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on second down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go! Come on!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hands up. 57.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they take a knee.
Bridgewater on the keeper.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Coming. Mike, check. 59. Here we go. Here we go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.